Yo, what's up guys, it's Jackson here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to pick your cards for the upcoming Triple Draft tournament. And it looks like I'm going to take the Magic Archer here because it's the safest option when you don't have a spell. And I never pick Wall Breakers at all unless I have a Miner and a Fireball. So I'm going to pick Goblin Giant here just because I think it's better than Mega Knight in this challenge. And Log is a pretty easy pick, especially when you get it at the start. I could have maybe went with NATO there, but I think I'd rather go with Log to be safe. And Cannon card is just such a broken card. I'm going to take that, and it pairs well into what he has. And he had option for Expo, so I'm going to take Earthquake here. And he might actually get another building, so it'll get some value. Fisherman is very good in Triple Draft. And okay, I'm going to pick a building here. This, like, whenever you get this option, unless you have like a spam deck, you always pick the Goblin Cage or the Inferno Tower. You don't ever pick Elite Barbarians with that situation. And I think I'm going to pick Dark Goblin here because if he doesn't have the correct answer for Dark Goblin, it can be really annoying. And my deck actually cares about King Tower activations, so I'm not going to pick the Firecracker. And I'm not going to pick the Ice Wizard because I already have the Magic Archer. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. You kind of got to pay attention to what cards your opponent has as well. Like I specifically picked Earthquake and Cannon Cart because I saw that he had option for Expo. So that covers for that. And then it also, like, my Goblin Cage matches well up into like his RG that he had. And then I think his other one was Elixir Golem. So you never actually pick Elixir Golem in draft. Really ever. Like I don't think there's ever a situation where you pick Elixir Golem. The worst like case you can get for your win conditions is Elixir Golem, Wall Breakers, and like a Ram Rider. So if you get that, I'm sorry for you, but you might just have to take the loss. But the most important part in Triple Draft is just picking the cards. So you need to be really methodical with what you do. And it looks like he went with a Bowler here. So I don't know why he chose to go with Bowler, but I guess it works. I'm going to go Goblin Giant here so it protects my Cannon Cart. And let's see what he does. Okay, he has a Furnace, so I am just going to Earthquake this Furnace here. This is really nice that I did pick the Earthquake because he can't really defend it very well. And okay, I'm going to get some damage here, so this is really nice. Hopefully my Cannon Cart stays alive. Okay, never mind, he played an E-Wiz. So pretty well played defense on his part. If you guys don't know, I'm against Riley right now. I think he finished 6 and 7 last season in the world. He's one of the best players in the world if you don't already know him. He's the fastest growing Clash YouTuber, so if you're somehow like magically not subscribed to him, go subscribe to him. But I'm sure that all of you that watch me are definitely subscribed to him. So hopefully we can get a game on him today. We're going to be playing a best of 3 with Triple Draft, but I don't think he's going to be uploading his perspective because I'm going to show you guys how to pick the cards before the Global Tourney comes out. And he's actually going to show you guys him being really high in the Global Tourney. So I'm going to Magic Archer this Furnace here. This is a good play. And he does show that he has a Fireball. So he has Fireball, Arrow. So Magic Archer and Dark Goblin aren't going to get much value because they're going to just be spelled off the board. But it'll be okay because it does bait Elixir. So maybe we can get some like Magic Archer damage on the tower if we can't break through. Because it does seem like it's going to be hard to break through a Bowler and E-Wiz. Yeah, so it looks like he's choosing to defend without a Furnace, which I think is actually really smart. Because if he does choose to defend with the Furnace, I just get free Earthquake value on the tower. So probably not going to play Earthquakes until he plays his Furnace. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this should clean up the E-Wiz nicely. We're down a little bit of damage, but he does go with Spear Goblin on the right. I'm just going to eat those. I don't think we're ever going to be playing opposite lane. I feel like the way that I've seen him play so far and the cards that he has, he's just going to be kind of forced into defense for most of the game and just try to spell out my tower. So I'm going to Dark Goblin here. I don't hit the E-Wiz, which is really annoying. So I'm going to have to Magic Archer it, but he's just going to Fireball everything. Yeah, so his spells are really annoying. He did pick very good spells against me, so well played on his part. I am going to Log here to kill everything and get some tower chip. And I'm just going to go Goblin Giant. Yeah, okay, that was perfect timing. So I got lucky, knew his Elixir there, so Goblin Giant at the bridge when he bowlers the back. And it does snipe the E-Wiz, so I'm going to get like maybe one hit here. Okay, yeah, I get one hit. But the best part about it is that he has to overcommit. And okay, that Cannon Cart locks on, and he has an RG. So I got lucky that I played the thing at the bridge, the Goblin Giant at the bridge, whenever he went bowler at the back, because he had to overcommit on defense with the Royal Giant, and I actually got tower damage, so that's awesome. And I learned what his win condition was. So I match up really well into his win condition. As I said when I was picking my cards, Fisherman's good, Goblin Cage is good, and Cannon Cart is good. So really good covering for his win conditions on my part. And I messed up the Marcher lineup there, which is unfortunate. I'm just going to Log here and hit everything. So he's going to go RG here. I'm just going to go Cannon Cart and then Goblin Cage. I'm going to play them both high because if the Cannon Cart dies, it'll still tank for it. Yeah, so it did tank for the RG one shot, I think. So that's why I played them both there. He's just getting a lot of spell damage on my tower, but I am up about 400 damage. I'm going to Magic Archer this Elis here, and then I'm going to go Fisherman. Hopefully I can yank the Ghost and get a hit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Elis is so hard to break through. He got better spell options than me, I think. I had to cover for too many cards. Okay, no hits. Oh, that got one hit. That's annoying. It's going to be really close. I'm going to Magic Archer here. Hopefully I get one shot. Okay, never mind. I need to start Earthquaking the tower. He hasn't been playing his Furnace, so I haven't been getting much Earthquake damage. But I am just going to have to start Earthquaking it now. I did bait out of arrows on offense, which wasn't on my tower, which is good. I'm going to go Goblin Giant the Bircher, who's going to Fireball. I'm going to go Magic Archer. And I think I'm going to win. This Earthquake's going to do more damage. I don't think he can get back to arrows, so that's going to be a really good first game. I definitely think I counter-decked him. Sometimes you get unlucky matchups in this, and other times you just get outplayed by picking cards. And I'm honestly not sure which one I did to him here, but it was a good first game nonetheless. So we're in the second game. I'm going to pick Skeleton Army first. You can make an argument for the guards, but as the first card, I want to pick more of a bait card. And I think I'm going to pick Rural Delivery here just because it's so strong in general. And I'm always going to go with Sparky here. Sparky's really good in draft because they need specific responses to deal with it. And if they don't have it, they can just kind of get rolled. Magic Archer's always good. Don't know his spell yet. And this is a tough decision. I'm thinking between Battle Healer and Prince. I think I'm going to pick the Prince so I have some more offensive pressure because I don't really have much offense right now. And I'm going to go with Bats here. Bats is always good because I can counter his Flying Machine with them. And I have another range support card in the Magic Archer. And I'm going to go with Goblin Drill here, I think, so I have a building I can play on defense because it doesn't look like we're going to get one this game. And now that since I have the Goblin Drill, I'm either going to pick the Rocket or the Fireball. I don't think you ever pick Freeze unless it's like the very last card that you get to choose from. And you already have like a graveyard, like a pretty good graveyard deck or like a pretty good balloon deck. So that's why you never pick Freeze unless you have those win conditions. So my deck is okay. I definitely think it could be better, but we can still make it work, I think. I'm going to Prince into the Dark Prince. This is a good trade for me because it's going to win. And he goes Cannon Cart, so I think my Prince is actually going to kill the Cannon Cart. I'm just going to let things play out and see what happens. I don't want to play a card yet because I need all of these cards that are very valuable. I could maybe go Delivery the back, but I'm just going to wait and see. Okay, he goes Zappies in the back, so I'm just going to go Sparky. It looks like he went with like a Fireball bait deck because I see a Cannon Cart and Zappy, so I'm pretty sure he probably picked like the Flying Machine and stuff. Yeah, so there's the Flying Machine. That's really nice. I'm just going to Fireball that off the board. His Flying Machine is going to be really hard to touch if it's on his side of the arena, but if it's on my side, I can just play Bats or Delivery. So I'm probably going to be fireballing it on offense a lot because it's more threatening, I think, than the Zappies are. Okay, I'm going to block the E-Spirit there, and then I'm going to go with the Bats. And he cleans everything up nicely, but that Cannon Cart does die, and I did get some tower damage there. Okay, that Cannon Cart died really, like, if it died out of range of, like, where I could Magic Archer snipe, I would have played a Magic Archer into it. I could have maybe went Prince there and then Magic Archered it, but I don't really know his spell yet, so I want to be patient. Let's see, he splits Zappies again. I'm just going to Magic Archer into the 2 Zappies. What was his options? I know Giant was one of his win conditions. I can't remember what the other ones were. He probably picked Giant with this deck, I think. I'm going to Fireball this. Can't really kill it because the Magic Archer is going to die to the Zappies and the Flying Machine if I don't Fireball the Flying Machine. And then I have to defend it with a Delivery, so I might as well take some tower damage. Bad micro there by him. He was trying to activate his King Tower. I'm going to go Drill Bats here because I don't think he has... Obviously, he's not back to E-Spirit. He just played it. Yeah, so I force out a NATO, which is nice. And now I'm able to play a Prince on the Dark Prince, and that's going to be a free trade on my part because it's already knocked its shield off. Okay, I'm going to Magic Archer right here. And he might go with the Flying Machine. Okay, yeah, that was well played. Put it a little too high so that he could snipe it with the Cannon Cart, but that's fine. I'm going to just Sparky into it and kill it. The shield doesn't get knocked off, so I am going to play Skarmy. And he does have the Lightning, so I'm just going to go Drill on the left here. And then I'm going to go with a Prince in front, and then I'm going to go with Bat. So I'm just going to try to spam him and protect my Sparky and see what happens. He plays a NATO there, but he plays a bad E-Spirit there, so that was one mistake. And I did get a Sparky hit on my tower. I should have got 2, though. That was really close. So I got a lot of damage there. I'm really lucky that he made a mistake. It's a rare mistake that rarely makes. He honestly plays perfectly 99% of the time. And he gets a lightning on my tower there, which is annoying, so I'm just going to reset with a Sparky and try to do the same thing to him again. Okay, he plays an early flying machine, so I'm going to Skarmy to protect it. I don't want to fireball it. I want to try to get back to bats. Because if I fireball it, then I can't like commit to the push, if that makes sense, because I'm down the elixir. But if I like cycle to my counter, then I apply more pressure and bait out more elixir. So that's why I did that. He goes with a giant here, so I'm going to play a goblin drill in the middle. And he goes E-Spirit. I'm going to let it jump, and then I'm going to go with a magic archer over here and a prince. I should have maybe played the prince on the giant. I think it's going to retarget. Yeah, it's annoying. So I could have played that better. He did get a lot of damage there. He's going to win now, I think. Yeah, that prince retargeting was very unlucky. So he lightning. I'm going to have to reset with a Sparky here. Hope he doesn't get back. Flying machine, I have to fireball that. I can't touch it otherwise because I don't have the magic archer. I'm just going to go drill in the front here, maybe splash on the tower, but probably not. Can I magic archer this? Nope. He's going to NATO it. Yeah, so he didn't need that NATO, but he played it anyway to be safe. Okay, that's going to kill the Dark Prince. I just have to go with a Skeleton Army on this. I don't want to play Durable yet. I'm going to Fireball now. Okay, I'm going to play the Drill. And can I line up a Marcher maybe? Okay, I'm going to play a Prince now, and then I'm going to play the Magic Archer because he's going to NATO. Okay, so I predict his NATO. I do get one shot, but now it's out of line, so I'm not going to get any more shots. And the Dark Prince splashes it, which is annoying. And I'm just going to have to take this Fireball. It's going to be game because it's not on the tower. He's just going to out-damage me with spells, so that's really annoying. He kind of got lucky that my Prince retargeted onto his cannon cart instead of the Giant, but I did get a lucky Sparky shot, so, you know, it kind of evened out. He's a better player than me anyway, so you would expect him to win. But it was pretty close. So yeah, he blocks the Magic Archer there, so that was really well played on his part. I think I could have won this matchup. I definitely had the tools to win, but he played much better than me. But I still think I picked the right cards because I had a good matchup. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into the third game, and I'll see you guys then. So I'm in the third game, and we got spells first, so I'm always going to pick Fireball because it's the best spell. And since I picked Fireball, he can't have it, so I'm going to pick Mother Witch and Flying Machine. So they're just feeding me a bunch of Fireball bait cards, so he probably picked Poison as his first spell. I'm going to go Fisherman here because it builds into a kind of baity deck. And I'm thinking either Drill or Electro Giant here. I think I'm going to go with the Electro Giant just because of how strong it is in general right now. And I'm going to go with the Magic Archer here, the Electro Dragon here. The reason I'm not picking the Magic Archer is I already have too many bait cards and I don't want to feed him more poison value, so the Electro Dragon is kind of spell resistant. And NATO here is obvious choice because I have the Electro Giant to pair with it, and you kind of need that to pull everything into it. And then I'm just picking guards here because they're very spell resistant, and I saw he had a minor and a poison, so if he went like with a minor deck, guards would do really well into it, but we'll see what he had. I'm sure he went with Mortar as his win condition because his other ones were really bad. And he does have Minor here. He played it in the safe spot because he saw that I had the option for NATO. So that's well played on his part. I'm just going to tank it with the Electro Giant and try to go in with it maybe. He goes with the Hunter here. I'm just going to try to splash the tower maybe. Okay, yeah, that's such a nice chain. Wow. So I get 2 connections on the tower. That's really lucky. And it looks like he has a Minor Poison deck, which is going to be really annoying. He thought that might activate the king, so he played a Fire Spirit there, but it didn't, so I'm just going to get a free pig. So 3 Elixir Mother Witch so far, pretty good position. If he has a Mortar, though, I don't really see how I get damage, just because the Hunter and the Mortar and the Poison do so well into my deck. He is a very well-rounded deck. If you get, like, Minor Poison Mortar and, like, Log and Hunter, like, you can kind of defend, like, almost anything if you play well. So this is looking like it's going to be a tough matchup here. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do. Okay, yeah, and he has a Mega Minion. Yeah, so this is going to be very difficult here because Mega Minion pairs well into Flying Machine, Hunter and Mortar pair well into the Electro Giant, and then he has the Minor Poison for offense that I can't, like, ever not take damage from. He goes Fire Spirit to the bridge here. I just have to Electro Giant into that so I don't take the damage. Let's see, he goes Mortar on defense here, so this push is pretty much dead. I can't do anything because the Electro Giant just gets rolled by both towers here, so that's kind of annoying. This is going to be a long game, I think. I'm just going to have to Mother Witch this Bomber, I think. I don't want to take the Bomber hit on my tower, so I'm just going to play it high. Doesn't really matter where I play it because it's just going to die to the mortar anyway. Let's see. If he goes Miner here, I'm just going to play a Fisherman to block it. There's the Miner. I'm going to Fisherman. And then I have to Electro Dragon. That was bad on my part. I knew he would Miner in the safe spot, so I should have played the Fisherman to, like, pull the Miner away from the tower and also block the Fire Spirit. So that was an unnecessary waste of Elixir here, but he goes Mortar on offense, which I think is weird. I'm not going to Electro Giant into it because it doesn't actually, like, shoot the Electro Giant, so I want to try to kite it. He does log my guards there, so I'm going to have to commit a Mother Witch onto the Mortar, which is annoying. And he plays a Mega Minion, which will two-shot the Mother Witch, so this is an abysmal matchup, as you guys can see, and he's already out-cycled me really bad here. I'm going to go Flying Machine here to snipe the Bomber and then the Mortar. He's back to a Hunter, but it does lock onto the Mortar, so I'm able to Fireball everything, I think. Yeah, so Fireball everything. I played guards here. He knew I didn't have NATO, so I'll play it on his part once again. I guess I should have played it in the back because I know he tracks cycle. Let's see. I'm down 600 damage. Just going to Electro Dragon in the back here. I'm getting Electro Dragon and Electro Giant confused. He poisons it, so I'm just going to play my Giant, Electro Giant onto the Fire Spirit, and then I'm going to go Flying Machine in the middle. He's probably going to play Hunter or Mega Minion on it, so I'm going to NATO it. Yeah, so I predict it. I do get both of them, so he tried to play both his air counters on both of my air cards, so that NATO was really good, but he just has to overcommit with the poison to defend everything. So I spent 3 Elixir to make him spend 4, so it was a good trade on my part, but he played really good defense and I didn't get any damage because of it. I'm going to go in that right now just to see what happens. I don't really think I can do anything. I'm going to Fireball this. He's playing like really good defense because he knows how to play this matchup. You just kind of need to defend from his position and Miner chip out the tower and just win on damage at the end of things. So he is playing extremely well. He goes Hunter here, so yeah, this matchup is tough. He plays it in the back, so I'm just going to NATO to the King Tower finally. Hopefully that Mortar doesn't hit my tower. Okay, yeah, perfect. This is tough. I'm just going to try to start from the back and see if I can do anything, but he's making me just commit so much Elixir to his Fire Spirit and his Bombers at the bridge. Can't really build a proper push. I'm going to Flying Machine down low to kill the Miner. He goes with the Fire Spirit, so I'm just going to play a Fisherman to block it. And I'm going to go E-Drag into the Mortar to maybe do something. I'm going to NATO everything to the E-Giant. Okay, I NATO the Mega Minion off to protect my Electro Dragon. I'm going to go with the second E-Giant, and then I'm going to go guards, but Hunter cleans up my Electro Dragon, he's back to a second Mortar, so this is so annoying. I can't do anything. I'm going to Flying Machine the Bomber here, but he's back to Mega Minion, so we're just going to play it. I'm going to NATO the Mega Minion onto the E-Giant, but as you can see, the E-Giant's already dead. This match was just painful to play. I didn't really have fun this match. This is what I was talking about. You can kind of just sometimes just get like outclassed by the cards that they're given versus the cards you're given, because I do believe that I picked the best deck for what he had, but he picked a very good deck relative to what I picked. So good third game against Riley. That was a fun matchup. I'm going to laugh about that because it was funny. But anyways, I hope you guys learned how to pick cards from Triple Draft, and good luck in the global tourney.